Happy anniversary, Capital City Insurance. Today is our 2-year anniversary. It's March 1st, 2012, and I just want to take a few minutes and tell you guys thank you all for the hard work that you've given us over the last 2 years and helped to make this organization a success. And man, I certainly appreciate it, and I'm so happy that each and every one of you that's watching this video is on our team. I didn't think an email or a text would really convey what I wanted to get across this morning, and so I thought I'd do a little video kind of like what I did last year, just change it up a little bit, try to keep it fresh. I want to talk about our purpose a little bit today and make sure that we all understand or are all on the same page about what the purpose of us being at Capital City Insurance is. And I believe that at its simplest form, it's for us to take a difficult product and make it easy to access, buy, and understand. We have a lot of knowledge in our office, and I believe all too often we get caught up in a commodity trap, or the perception that we're in a commodity trap because of all the advertisements that we see on TV about low-cost insurance and take 15 minutes and save 15%. That's really not what it's about. You have to understand, and I think each of us do, is that there are different pieces in a policy that can be very key towards covering a customer properly, and it's up to us individually to make sure that they understand that, and that helps us stay out of that commodity trap, because as long as they are covered properly at an affordable price, that's really what we should be all about. Not necessarily low cost every time, and obviously we like to be there, but the difference in choosing a low cost product versus being covered properly lies within us. And so each of us has a great responsibility, I believe, to make sure that our customers are covered properly, and to make sure that they understand what they're getting. Wanted to also talk about our interaction with these folks. Every time we pick up the telephone, we have an opportunity to interact with either a prospect, a customer, or a carrier representative. The key to our success is how that interaction goes, and part of that has to do with attitude. When you pick up the telephone, if you've got a great attitude and you're being let me use a Winnie the Pooh example. If you're being a Tigger, if you're bouncy and happy, hello, yes, I'm so glad you called, how can I help you? Let me take care of that for you, yes sir, no sir, get it taken care of. You have a can-do attitude, you're going to be a whole lot better off than if you have an Eeyore attitude of, oh, hello, yes, what can I do? You can't have that type of attitude. If you're too busy or too stressed sounding on the telephone, then the customer is not going to feel important at all. Yesterday, I'm going to give you a quick example. Yesterday, I called and I spoke with an insurance operation that had a subcontractor insured. We were having an issue on a certificate. And so I called over there, and they couldn't have been more unhelpful if they would have tried. The first guy that I talked to couldn't wait to pass me off, finally passed me off to an account manager, and the account manager just was absolutely bothered that I would even dare to ask for a little bit of help or a little bit of favor for our customer. And it scares me to death to think that some of our customers and our prospects may be getting that same attitude from us. And so we have to be careful and be aware of the words that you use on a telephone when you're talking to customers. And along those lines, I want to briefly talk about email. Email is a great method of communication that we all use on a daily basis, and it's easy to get information to people who are not readily available on the telephone. Well, I gotta say that many times in an email, you can get into using words or attitudes come across in emails, and they come across the wrong way because there's no voice inflection, there's no tone with it, and someone can take a word and make it mean something completely different than it really did. So I urge you, if you get into a battle, if there's more than 2 or 3 emails going back and forth on an issue, let's pick up the telephone, let's make a phone call and say, hey, let's solve this problem. I'm going to be a problem solver for you today. I'm not going to hide behind my email and pop a little couple words back to you. I'm going to call you and I'm going to make this right. So let's think about that a little bit while we're on the phone with or doing email with our customers. Think about the golden rule. How would you want to be treated? If you had a problem or issue and you were calling someone who was providing you a service like an insurance policy, and you had a question about a claim or a problem or a bill or whatever it may be, how would you want to be treated? Would you want that person to be, yes, let me see, let me find out, or would you want that person to say, you know what, I'll have to look into that and call you back, let me call you back? I mean, and there are times when that's appropriate, but at the same time, how you say it is very, very important. using little words like, you know what, this is going to take me a little bit longer than I thought it might. Can I get your number and I'll call you back in the next 5 or 10 minutes? I need to make a quick phone call to verify something. Versus, hey, you know what, right now I can't. I'm just going to have to call you back. Got to think about that a little bit. Let's use a proper attitude when we're talking to our customers. The last thing I want to say is that I think that every day that we're getting better and better at what we do, both in our tones, attitudes, processes, and procedures. And what I'd ask each and every one of you, and something that we have to work on, is we have to be better today than we were yesterday. And we got to be better tomorrow than we're going to be today. We always have to be continually improving to provide the best possible service and products to our customers. With that, I want to say thank you again for all your hard work. Happy anniversary, and many more to come. Thank you.